We've got some breaking news in the Fani Willis case that we're going to share with our audience and you right now. You recall that Terrance Bradley, the one-time lawyer and friend of Nathan Wade, took the stand this week and tried to do the I know nothing routine, notwithstanding all of his texts to defense attorney Ashley Merchant showing, oh, he knows a lot. And he very clearly has an understanding of when the affair began. And it appears to have been 19 or 20, but certainly not 22, as this pair claims. Now, he had done such a 180 that it was like he started getting cross-examined on whether he'd been threatened and just how close he has been to Nathan Wade. Like, you know, how tight are you guys? Now, he claimed that he hadn't talked to Nathan Wade, his former client and friend, in 2 years. Do we have that soundbite, guys? Let's play it.
When was the last time you spoke to Mr. Wade?
I haven't spoken to Mr. Wade personally in a year, 2 years actually, when I left the firm.
He steered this contract to you, to your office, and you weren't really talking to him? You hadn't talked to him for 2 years?
The contract was in 2021. I didn't leave until 2022.
So you didn't talk with him that whole time?
I left in 2022. I haven't really spoke to him since 2022 is what I stated.
Okay, well, we've come into possession of a voicemail that was left for attorney Ashley Merchant from a waiter nearby where these all folks where they practice law, and we're going to play it for you now. Take a listen.
I'm calling. So I just watched the Terrance Bradley hearing, and I noticed on there he said that he hasn't talked to Nathan Wade in 2 years. But I work at a restaurant here on the square, and I waited on Terrance, BC Chopper, and Nathan Wade about 5 weeks ago. So I just saw that and thought maybe you should know that if you want to call me back.
That man's name in the middle was Terrance Bradley's lawyer. So look, we're trying to track this guy down. We have his number. We're trying to reach him. We have to verify it. Could be a guy with a case of mistaken identity. Could be a guy who just is sympathetic to Trump. You know, we don't know. We want to disclose that we haven't figured out whether this guy has any biases whatsoever. But for what it's worth, and it's too late to be used at the hearing today, you've got this guy saying, once again, Terrance Bradley told yet another potential lie on the stand. He and Nathan Wade were together, dining together as recently as 5 weeks ago, along with Terrance's lawyer. So, Jesse, where does that and the latest developments in this case lead us as we wait for this hearing to begin?
Well, I mean, for Fulton County, for the people of Georgia, Fulton County, obviously it's not great when you find out just how dirty your little fiefdom is. That's never a great feeling. I've actually lived in towns like that where scandals like this dropped and everyone just kind of feels gross and a little bit embarrassed. But as far as for the country goes, it obviously is a great thing, Megyn. It doesn't matter what people's opinion of Donald Trump is. Legally destroying the Republican nominee just because he's the Republican nominee is not probably something a country can come back from. Once you take that step, whatever comes after that, it won't look like the country you had before. It'll be bad. Everything will be bad. So if there are things, even a Fanny Willis affair, that's going to stop that, even if we're kind of lucking out a little bit, God looking out for us, whatever way you want to look at it, that's a good thing. And so this whole thing puts a smile on my face. I've said many times, Megyn, I mean, you're an actual journalist. I'm not. I'm just a meathead. But people don't understand how really crooked politics is at the local level and how at the local level it's worse than D.C. In D.C., yeah, they're going to pass a bill and they'll find a way to funnel some money to their brother's solar panel company. And yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. I'm not defending it. But in, Fulton County, your small town, wherever you're listening to the great Megyn Kelly Show, there's a reason your city councilman makes $35,000 a year and drives a late model BMW. This is how it works. It's envelopes full of cash. It's this and that. They're always find the way to swindle money out of people. It doesn't just work that way in Atlanta. Everywhere. That's how it works.
It's so incestuous. That's how I feel. I like what you said. It's schadenfreude. I'm delighted to see these two struggling. I don't have much empathy for them at all. Number one, they put themselves in this position, and I believe they lied under oath. That's a no. That's a hard no. It's a felony if you're lying about something material. And number two, they started this with this absurd lawfare against the likely Republican nominee. The whole goal is political. So why shouldn't they get it right back between the eyes?
Oh, of course. These are the most detestable people. And I'm sure everyone listening and watching understands this, but Fanny Willis is nothing more than an apparatchik. She's one of the various commies in our system trying for a better seat at the table. That's what all this was. That's what Alvin Bragg's doing in New York. That's what Jack Smith's doing. They all want the next job, the next gig, the next whatever it is. And the best way to get promoted in the Democrat Party today is be the one who takes Trump down. Everything, Letitia James has done to Trump in New York, she's going to campaign on that when she goes to take Chuck Schumer's spot in the Senate. I guarantee it. Fanny Willis wants to be the next idiot senator from Georgia, or maybe mayor or something.
Governor.
She wants to be something. Yeah, a governor. And all this is a pelt on the wall she can campaign on when she does it. I'm the one who took Trump down. And again, in a country that is like sane and normal, this stuff would be stopped, Megyn, before an affair, right? It should have never taken an affair and corruption to bring this stuff to a halt. This stuff should never happen anyway. If we have to get lucky to get the right result, good. I'd rather that wasn't the case, but hey, we'll take what we can get.
It's partial luck, but it's also not a coincidence, because I think she must be a bad person. Like, only a bad person would flout the law in this way, use it to take down someone perceived as a political enemy. And so, of course, that bad behavior is evident in other parts of her life. It took only an investigative lawyer in this case to find it. Like, start poking around. Somebody who's this bad, who would make up charges just to stop a political opponent, has got to have done other bad things. And I am 100% fine with doing that to these people. Like, you have to punch a bully, as I said, right between the eyes, right in the nose, in order for the bully to back down. You can't be nice. You can't charm your way out of it. And I do think Trump's lawyers, and in this case, Michael Roman's lawyer, Ashley Merchant, who's been the heroine of this whole thing, deserve a badge of honor, because they understood we're in the trenches right now. You can't sip the Earl Grey tea out of the Queen's tea set and just lecture everyone about how you have the moral high ground.
No, it's not going to work. You nailed that. It's not going to work, and this is how Republicans have played for the longest time. They'll to this day, you'll still hear some of them say, well, we're better than that, or that's not who we are. Brother, you better start being that, because you're in a whole different game now, because the country's totally different, because the Democrat Party they have a total different level of power now than they've ever had. And the Democrats themselves are radically different. They're all commies now. So you had better start learning to play this game hard. And it's good that they went after this woman. That's how you have to play it. Look, if you're going to become DA of Fulton County, Georgia is a major county. Look, it wouldn't matter if it's a small county. Actually, I wish I hadn't even said that. But you're the DA of a county in the United States of America. And to know that you took that position, you only got that position to enrich yourself. Everyone knows she's been pocketing money the whole time. That moron actually admitted it on camera. She pocketed campaign money. So she's only ever viewed this position not as some way to bag bad guys. She's always trying to line her pockets. And then she realized she had a political opportunity to move up in her Communist Party by taking Trump out. No sense of duty or honor about the office at all. I know that's not new for politicians, but it's really gross. There's nothing terrible that could happen to these people where I'd go, oh, that's too bad. No. Send them all to jail.
Yeah, well, they really might wind up there. That's the irony. You can go to jail for perjury. You certainly can go for corruption. And Andy McCarthy over at National Review has been saying repeatedly, like, don't be surprised if they get criminally charged beyond perjury for the behaviors that are alleged here. So there is a lot at stake as these closing arguments to the hearing, not to there's the trial against Trump, Roman, et al. And then there's the hearing to see whether these will be the DAs to bring that case to trial. That is what's going down today. The closing arguments, they begin at 1. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Leo Grillo. Leo was on a road trip and came across a Doberman. This dog was severely underweight and clearly in trouble. Leo rescued the dog and named him Delta. Sadly, Delta was just one of many animals that needed help, and this inspired Leo to start Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. They've rescued thousands of dogs, cats, and horses from the wilderness, and they provide their animals with shelter, love, safety, a home. Dedication and everlasting love to animals, that's Leo's mission and legacy. Delta Rescue relies solely on contributions to stay open and keep doing this good work. And if you'd like caring for these animals to be part of your legacy, speak with your estate planner because there are tax benefits too. You can grow your estate while letting your love for animals live well into the future. Check out the estate planning tab on their website to learn more and speak with your advisor. We call dog a man's best friend for a reason. You can help those who need it most. Visit deltarescue.org today to learn more. deltarescue.org. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.